kickboxing rules matchup here. We're going back to kickboxing rules in the 72-kilogram weight division. Let's send it up to the ring.
Przed nami kolejna walka na zasadach K1, kategoria 72 kg, 3 rundy po 3 minuty każda.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 21-year-old fighter from Korea, Team Łódź. He's 186 centimeters tall. He weighs 74 kilograms with 1 win by KO in a professional career. Twice IFMA Polish Vice Champion, Piotr Jasiński!
Well, Jasiński came out raising his hand, but there almost wasn't a single person who was cheering for him here. I think he's going to have a hard time winning over this crowd in Zielona Góra, Poland, at the Sports and Recreation Center here. Fantastic facility to host Makowski Fighting Championship 8. Piotr Jasiński is he's only got 1 win to his name, but it is a KO. He is, as an amateur, he is a 2-time IFMA Polish Cup winner. And he learned about this fight back in mid-July, so he's had plenty of time to prepare for this thing. He's had like a month and a half to prepare. Made his professional debut back in June. So he's a young kid, 21 years old, just turned professional. He's got a win in his record, a knockout to his name, and people are expecting very good things for him. But I'll tell you what, he's gonna have a very, very tough day at the office today, because Michał Szmajda, his opponent, is no joke.
In the red corner, 30-year-old local hero from Makucin. He's 180 centimeters tall. He weighs 73.5 kilograms with 10 wins, 5 by KO. In the red corner, multiple WKN Polish champion, Michał Szmajda!
Michał Szmajda, another Makowski Fighting Championship veteran. He's fought at several of the MFC cards in the past and has done quite well for himself. He was victorious at both MFC 5 and MFC 7 against some pretty stiff competition. He's been training with the star of Makowski Fighting Championship, Tomek Makowski, for more than 10 years now. So if you're training with the best, then you know, you've got to be the best. So he's got a huge experience advantage over Jasiński. And so, like I said, you know, what a way to make your debut at MFC against a guy who trains with the champion, and against a guy who has been here before. He's been on Fightbox before, he's been on TV. He's used to these kinds of situations, whereas Jasiński is a young up-and-coming fighter, and he's got his first big break here tonight. Szmajda, though, on the other hand, has not fought since the last MFC event back in December of 2014, so you gotta wonder if there's any ring rust on Szmajda. Obviously, he's been training all the time, but it's a completely different situation once the bell rings. And again, in the corner of Michał Szmajda, Cezary Podraza, supervisor of the World Kickboxing Network here in Poland. He's been around the fighting game for a very, very long time, and it's always good to have somebody like that in your corner. This one again, ladies and gentlemen, under kickboxing rules, 72 kilograms, 158.7 pounds, 3 rounds of 3 minutes. That is Michał Szmajda in the white trunks, and Piotr Jasiński in just his second professional fight. It's him in the green and black. Ooh, back and forth, and a little slip there That ring has taken a lot of punishment here during this contest. A lot of blood, a lot of sweat has been poured out in this ring, and sometimes it makes it slippery, and it makes it easier to slip too once you get rocked in the face like that. Piotr Jasiński already taking some damage here in the early goings of round number 1. I told you that Szmajda has a lot more experience in here. If Szmajda can win, I don't know how much it really does for his career. He beat somebody who's only in their second fight. But on the other hand, if Jasiński can pull a win here, that would be absolutely huge for him. It's almost like a comeback fight for Szmajda. He hasn't really fought in over a half a year. So almost coming up on a year that he hasn't fought. 7 months or 8 months now. And Piotr Jasiński, fresh off his fight over this past summer, it was a win, a knockout win, so he's got to have some confidence coming in here. He's got to be weary of the wily veteran. You can just see the age difference too between these two kids. Jasiński 21, Szmajda 31, so there's 10-year age difference between these guys. Big overhand right by Szmajda, just misses. Now they start to slug it out over in the corner. Jasiński, oh, he just caught him. The referee, I didn't hear the referee say break or stop or anything like that. Jasiński, he turned his back on him, and the referee didn't say anything, so Szmajda let him have it. To protect yourself at all times. You can't just turn your back on your opponent. The referee was chewing out Szmajda for hitting him while the kid's back was turned. But hey, if you turn your back and the referee doesn't say anything, then I guess he's fair game. Wow, you never just turn your back on your opponent and expect that he's not going to do anything. It's a stand-up fight. You've got to stand up and face your opponent the whole time. Well, things are getting a little bit out of control here, ladies and gentlemen. Jasiński rushing back in now. He got caught up on the ropes that time, and it looks like Jasiński is really getting frustrated in there now. Look at the look on his face. He doesn't have that look of determination anymore. It's kind of a look of unsure, and Szmajda, well, there's a little bit of a payback there as he hit him after the bell. Oh, things are really breaking down here at MFC 8 on Fightbox HD. Looks like a little trickle of blood there coming out of the nose of Szmajda. We saw just about everything there in that first round, didn't we? Great action from both guys in this first round. I would have to say, though, that Szmajda got the better of him. Watch this shot. He even tried to hit him from behind and under the rope. He tried to sneak an uppercut in from under the top rope. Well, what are you going to do about that?
Round 2.
Referee Sebastian Jagielloński really has his hands full in this one with these two guys, I'll tell you what. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, after this one, we've still got the 2 main events coming up, the double main event. Paweł Jędrzejczyk taking on Aya von Dannenberg, and Federico Roma taking on Tomasz Bukowski. Round number 2, and this one scheduled for 3. Who knows if it's going to make it that far at this pace. Szmajda all over him like a cheap suit. You can just see things are reaching a boiling point here, ladies and gentlemen. These two guys are out for blood. Szmajda getting peppered. Jasiński trying to keep him at bay. Szmajda rushes right in and nails him with a good low kick that time. He is at a little bit of a height disadvantage, but he got caught with a head kick that time. That'll teach him. Turns his back again. Come on, man. You gotta face your opponent. Do not ever turn your back. I think that was something that always keep your eyes on your opponents. It reminds me of like an old Bruce Lee movie or something like that. Never take your eyes off your opponent. Otherwise, he might try to uppercut you under the bottom rope. Oh, nailed him with a good combination that time. Just look at the eyes. Look at the eyes of Jasiński. He's already lost this fight. If you look into the eyes of Jasiński in the green and black, he has already lost this fight mentally. I just don't believe he thinks he can win at this point. Ooh, he nailed him that time, though. Still got something left in there. He's got Szmajda in the corner, and he just backs off. Why would he do that? He's got the height advantage. You've got your opponent trapped in the corner. What better time than to try to let him have it? Again, this is just kickboxing rules, ladies and gentlemen, so the referee not going to allow any clinching for more than a second or two. Especially won't tolerate it with more than one hand. Now he's got him again up against the ropes. Jasiński's got to be more aggressive. He's got to get in there and let him have it. So a couple of times now he's had him in an advantageous position, either in the corner or up against the ropes, and he's just backed off, or he hasn't gone in for the kill. Like I said, I think he's already lost this fight mentally in his head. He's lost that killer instinct that you have to have if you're going to be in the ring and get in the fight. Oh, he's turning his back again now. Better watch it. Turning your back on your opponent will not mean that they won't hit you. It's not going to cause the referee right away to step in there. Whoa! He rocked his world there for a second. Oh, and that's really going to get under his skin. Jasiński is PO'd about that one. Oh, he's deducting a point now. Referee is deducting a point to Michał Szmajda. You cannot hold the leg and kick under these rules. And, well, that's not going to be good news for him on the scorecards. He won round number 1, in my opinion. And it could be like a 9-9 round now, because I think that Szmajda won the second round 10-9. But if they deducted a point, it could be a 9-9 round. Who knows how the judges are going to score it, though. Take a look at some of this action here. It just, you know, the biggest thing for me, again, like I just saw, you can see it in the eyes of Jasiński. He's frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. He's lost. He's over there trying to get some advice from his corner. This fight right now is in the hands of Jasiński's corner. They've got to be able to do something to make him believe that he can win this thing. Because if they don't, he's going to go into this third round. Look at even there. Okay, well, Szmajda did break the rules, but you can see that it really irritated him as well. And for Szmajda, for him to irritate him that much is only going to work to his advantage. Of course, the point deduction really isn't, but, you know, it could have broke his spirit so much that he could. Oh, and he just nailed him that time, right in the back of the head, and he goes down. He's going to make the 8 count, but whatever point that Szmajda lost in that second round, he just made up for it right here in the third. Szmajda now, he can win this thing. He can finish it. He's got to go after him, keep the pressure on. Here we go. This one's going to heat up here. Szmajda, oh, he rocked him. He goes down for the second time. He's down. And Szmajda has got this crowd and Piotr Jasiński in the palm of his hand. That's it, he's stopping it, and I don't blame him. Oh boy! Beautiful work by Michał Szmajda in that third round. That was just punishment, ladies and gentlemen, plain and simple. Look at this. Boom! It was a big right hand that wobbled him, and then he was on his way down, but that shot in the back of the head just helped him a little bit. Look at that, big left hand on the temple. He doesn't have any clue where he is right now. Just fighting on pure instinct, trying to stay on his feet. Boom, 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 and then it was a huge right hook that just floored him. And referee Sebastian Jagielonski says that's it. Good call by the ref.
Czas na oficjalne potwierdzenie wyniku tej walki na zasadach K1 w kategorii 72 kg. Przez knockout w trzeciej rundzie wygrywa Michał Szmajda!
Szmajda is victorious once again here at the Mikulski Fighting Championship 8. Another big win for him on international television. And good show of respect there by Piotr Jasiński. Well, Jasiński is now 1-1 in his career. He's got 1 win by KO and 1 loss by KO. Szmajda with a fantastic showing here. Not bad for a 31-year-old. All that training with Mikulski definitely paying off, and that was a heck of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, we haven't seen a finish here so far, I don't believe, and Michał Szmajda just brought this crowd absolutely out of their chairs with that big knockout. So we're getting ready now for the 2 big main events here on Mikulski Fighting Championship 8. Up next.